Oh, they won't play with me. Oh, the teacher doesn't like me. Oh, I just can't do it. That is what we refer to as a victim mindset. In this session, we're going to help you as parents help your child develop a victor mentality. You see, that's so important in developing young leaders because young leaders need to be problem solvers. They need to believe the best and they see the possibilities. As they grow up, they're going to lead effectively if they see those things. A victim mindset is all around us. A lot of adults have it. A lot of your colleagues struggle with it. But we want you to teach your children not to think like victims, but to act like victors. You're going to enjoy this session.
Welcome to another edition of Kid Lead Academy Training Series with Dr. Alan E. Nelson, designed to help parents develop their children to lead so they can succeed. And now, here's Alan.
First, let's talk about what it means for a child to have a victim mindset. The word victim is from the Latin word victima. It refers to an animal sacrifice for religious purposes. So a victim mindset is the idea that I'm powerless. I can't change things in my life. People take advantage of me. I can't win. It's not fair. Now, before we explain this mindset and provide practical ideas to help your child avoid this way of thinking, let me offer a short 5-question assessment that you can take on your child. Grab a piece of paper and a pen so you can write your answers and then we'll tabulate the results. So this is a 5-question assessment, and for each of the following statements that I give you, I want you to consider how well it describes your child's typical feelings and behaviors. Use the following scale. 1 is strongly disagree, 2 is disagree, 3 is neutral, 4 is agree, and 5 is strongly agree. So again, 1 is strongly disagree, all the way up to 5, strongly agree. All right, here we go. Number 1. When faced with challenges, my child often says things like, I can't do this, or it's too hard for me. Do you answer 1, strongly disagree, 2, disagree, 3, neutral, 4, agree, or 5, strongly agree? Again, number 1 is when faced with challenges, my child often says things like, I can't do this, or it's too hard for me. All right, number 2. My child frequently blames others or external circumstances for their problems or mistakes. Is it a 1, strongly disagree, all the way up to a 5, strongly agree? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Number 3, even after achieving something, my child doubts their abilities and attributes success to luck rather than their own efforts. Do you give it a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5? Question number 4. My child tends to avoid trying new activities due to fear of failure or belief they will not succeed. Do you give them a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? And number 5, when things don't go as planned, my child becomes easily discouraged and feels that nothing they do can make a difference. Is that a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5? Now here are the results. I want you to add the numbers corresponding to your responses. So if your totals are 5 through 9, there are few signs of a victim mindset. If they're 10 through 15, there are some indicators that a victim mindset is present. If the totals were 16 through 20, then there are signs to suggest that your child often experiences a victim mindset. And if the total was 21 through 25, these are strong indications that the child frequently feels powerless. Now, you see, when a child adopts a victim mindset, they tend to see challenges or setbacks as things that happen to them, things they are powerless to influence or change. This mindset often comes from low self-efficacy. That's the lack of belief in their own ability to succeed or make a difference in their circumstances. A child with this mindset may believe they're destined to fail or that circumstances are always against them. This can make them feel powerless, often leading to frustration, avoidance, and even lower confidence over time. So what does this look like in kids, specifically those between the ages of 10 and 14? Here's one example. Imagine a 12-year-old named Lucas who struggles with math. He's had a few low grades, and now each time he encounters a new math problem, he immediately says, "I'm just not good at this. There's no point in trying." Rather than viewing math as a skill he can improve with practice, he sees it as an unchangeable flaw, something he'll never be good at. Another example might be a 13-year-old named Ava. When she's left out of a group activity, she feels like everyone is against her and says, "No one likes me, and it's not fair." Instead of thinking, "Maybe I could join them," she may withdraw, reinforcing her belief that she's always going to be excluded. For both Lucas and Ava, their beliefs about these situations can make them feel more helpless, and they may avoid putting in effort, which just keeps the cycle going. The reason I'm so interested in this is because my expertise is young leader development. And one thing we know about effective leaders is that they have a high sense of self-efficacy. They have a victor's mindset. One time I was in China teaching adults about Kid Lead and our Lead Young training curricula. I spoke at a private school named Moonshot Academy. I love that name because it referenced when U.S. President John F. Kennedy made a bold prediction that at the end of the 1960s, we would land a man on the moon. That was his moonshot speech. This school was named after the idea of helping young people dream dreams and reach for the stars. So let me give you as parents 4 strategies to help your child move from victim to victor. First, encourage problem solving and small win challenges. Here's an idea for an activity to create a small wins challenge with your child. Pick a minor issue they're facing, like maybe organizing their backpack or improving at a specific homework task. Together, brainstorm a few tiny steps they can try to make progress, like set a timer to focus for 10 minutes or break a task into smaller chunks. Each time they complete one of these steps, celebrate it as a small win. This helps them see the power of small actions and gives them a sense of control over challenges. Number 2, reframe failures as learning opportunities. Here's the activity. Help your child create a try and reflect journal. Each week, they can pick one thing they found challenging, write down what they learned from it, and come up with one thing they might try differently next time. For example, if they don't do well in a quiz, they could note how they might study differently the next time. Over time, this journal can help them see how each setback brings a new opportunity to learn and improve. A third idea is to model a growth mindset. Here's the activity. After a day when something didn't go as planned for you or your child, hold a challenge debrief as a family. During this, each person shares a challenging experience they had, what they found hard, and one positive thing they learned from it or could try next time. For instance, if you had a tough day at work, you might say, "I had a tough day finishing a project, but next time I'll ask for help earlier." You see, this helps children see setbacks as normal and helps them learn problem solving from your example. And a fourth idea is praise effort and strategy, not just results. Here's the activity. Set up an effort stars board at home. Each time your child puts in a strong effort or tries a new strategy, give them a star. For example, if they practice a challenging skill in sports or work hard on a school project, they earn a star. At the end of the week, celebrate their effort wins, regardless of the final outcome. This helps reinforce that the process and hard work matter most, not just the end result. These activities offer practical ways to reinforce each strategy, helping your child internalize these skills and begin shifting toward a more confident, empowered mindset. By focusing on these strategies, you can help your child begin to let go of a victim mindset and instead start seeing themselves as capable, resilient individuals. Building self-efficacy takes time, but every small step forward helps lay a foundation for greater confidence and independence. This makes great kids, but it makes even better leaders.